Good day. I'm here today to give my thoughts about my switch from my previous 2015 Skidoo Backcountry 800R to my now 2020 Polaris Indy XC850. I traded in my Skidoo in early March 2023 to Buyers Equipment in Aurelia. Shout out to them, they were a great sales and service team. More on them later. I've been looking at trying a Polaris for a while now. As I'm a 95% trail guy, the backcountry was a great sled, the motor was super strong, suspension was great, KYB fully adjustable shocks all around. I truly actually had no issues with the machine mechanically. The change was bred out of curiosity and discovering what I liked for my riding style. The deal that Polaris made was excellent, no complaints whatsoever. They took my trade with very fair price, delivered a pristine unit as advertised. A small starter issue cropped up during pickup, albeit, but the service team jumped right on it and it was repaired and ready to go the next day. I started off with some of the best snow in Sudbury the next weekend as they got a surprise dumping of almost a foot the day after we arrived. To say the machines were different was an understatement. The best way to describe the power in the backcountry was aggressive. By that I mean, when it hit like a truck. Hard and fast and just kept pulling. Letting off was just as aggressive. Very touchy, throttled almost all of nothing engagement. You really had to be on your game going quick. The 2015 was the last year of full width front end, and thank goodness, because coming out of the corners you had to be smooth on the throttle or she showed her teeth and would lift the inside ski no matter what position you were in. Part of that was clutching. I did find a huge difference in the clutching between Skidoo and Polaris. The best way to describe the Indy XC, butter smooth. This machine is just as fast, or I would say even faster, than the backcountry. You can easily and confidently use all its power. Linear is a word I come back to all the time. From engagement to top end 80-50 RPM. It's a beautiful curve, giving me exactly what I was looking for, and the front end delivered everything as promised. In all reviews, flat and responds perfectly to weight position, lean hard, cuts like a knife, let off a bit, she floats around the corner, completely in tune with the driver. Completely different, but really, really good. The position of riding is higher than the Skidoo, with me being 6'3", I like that. The machine overall is lighter than my backcountry as well. I didn't even have to mention how easier it is getting under the hood. 30 seconds, all the panels are off. Backcountry, well, everyone knows the issues of getting under the excess chassis hood. Just a nightmare. The rear skid in the backcountry was the famous R-Motion. It is everything everyone said. Beautiful, smooth in all conditions. The Polaris is every bit as good in my opinion. Now I do have the Walker's engine shocks all the way around. It was originally a snow check sled. It handles every small and some really large bumps, culverts, especially ones not seen, and whoops stutters with no issues whatsoever. I've never had a jolt. I've never had it out of control. It's never given me any desire to think that it was anything but perfect. Buyers during the fall tune-up and checkover found the front shock not working. I hadn't even noticed on the two rides I got before storing it. When I'm talking about buyers, I can't say enough about the staff, service, and attitude of everyone I've dealt with. They've been great. I bought a used PIDD gauge, and they asked if they could install it. They managed to figure out everything, including the incorrect wiring harness I gave them, to make the fuel gauge work. I've had zero issues with it ever since. I purchased the aftermarket warranty, and as you can no longer get the extended Polaris warranty, with no issues. My shock getting redone under warranty, have nothing but praise and recommendations for buyers in Aurelia. Everyone should feel comfortable going there, being treated fairly. So what's on my wish list going forward? I got to ride a 2024 VR1 with the 7S gauge. Well, that was a mistake. Yeah, I want one. Those gauges are amazing. Easy to see, perfect for angle for riding, excellent all around. I'm interested in 650, but I'm not a racer, not a real trail guy. I'm not a lake guy, I'm a trail guy. Aspirations to dabble in a bit of backcountry. I do believe the Polaris is discontinuing the XC line for 2025, which is unfortunate. But I do have real aspirations to try an assault. Would love to try a boost assault. I'm hoping, but we will see. Buyers had some amazing deals right now, some good looking spreads, and I've recommended the 2023 Adventure 650 to a few people already. I'm hoping that they do have the demo ride that was unfortunately canceled this year due to terrible weather. In conclusion, I'm really happy I switched. I've not had one issue with my sled. I've put about 2,500 kilometers on it so far, as this weather this year was terrible. I have to do sliders, runners, and carbides. Double check the skid, put her to bed, pray for a better year. Thank you to all who watched and hopefully enjoyed my vids. I've had a blast going back over them, reliving all the fun I had during this sport, even though it can be incredibly frustrating at times. Thank you again to buyers for doing all you guys do so well. You have a Skidoo guy converted to Polaris now, and I believe everyone who has rode my sled, which is probably about 5 different people so far already, all want a Polaris. Thank you to my wife, who may not fully understand my obsession, but supports me. Without her, I wouldn't be able to do the things I do. Have a great summer all, and we will be back when the snow flies.